Good morning, everyone. So I'm Bilal Hadri, and I would like to share with you how to access to Shaheen. So as Saber has, so I am a computational scientist at KAUST Supercomputing Lab, and this is a reminder like to follow us on the Twitter account on KAUST_HPC. So where you will see this training and any event by KAUST, and this is my personal Nuhia. So the first question is, why do I need an account on Shaheen? So I will invite you to check this video. So we don't have like the time is quite limited, and this is a very nice and short video that motivates why you need a supercomputer. So we'll share the slide at the end of the session, as Saber has mentioned it. And I would like to give you like some impacts of Shaheen. So as of today, Shaheen II has supported over 500 projects with different 160 PIs. And the PIs will see the definition later on. And it's over 5 billion core hours. And the user has produced over 700 publications and with 3 world records and several patents. These 700 publications are within the last 5 years. We have also a big economic impact. So we'll invite you to check this website. And also, and I hope like some of you, the user and especially new, to be like among these 3 Saudi students who get several best paper awards at major HPC conferences. And so we look forward to seeing you. Shaheen II, we have, it's not like only a machine that is dedicated to KAUST faculty, but also for the in-kingdom. And we have 17 organizations, and we'll see some of their names. And we have, as of today, over 1,000 users. So hopefully, I see like we have like now over 137 participants, and I'm looking forward for new ones. Here are some of the in-kingdom in the universities and agencies and industrial partners, and we look forward to seeing your new organization. So here are the famous like Saudi Aramco. We have also Taif University, KAU, KFUPM, and some agencies like GAMAP. So now let's go to the meat that we're looking for is how I can get access to Shaheen. So it's very easy. So the process is to go to, there is a website, hpc.kaust.edu.sa. So you go to documentation, and then you click to account application. And here we have all the form available. So today we'll focus on how to submit a project proposal. So the access to Shaheen, you need to write a project proposal. And so this project proposal is led by a faculty or a director of your center if you are like from an industry. Then you submit your documents through project emails, or to contact us if you have like some private information to keep everything secure. There are also, but we can do it later on, is like for the account is what we call like individual access is a copy of your organization ID and passport. Okay, so there are different types of allocation. The first one is development project. This is mainly designed for new code that are being ported and is only for KAUST faculty, mainly the new one. And so basically the goal is to test your code on Shaheen to check the portability, the performance, and usually it's a very small amount. It's up to 2 million core hours. This is needed just like to send a small abstract, and that's it. And usually it's within a business day that the development project is created. So this is only for KAUST, but only for small projects. But for the production that are designed like for much more, I would say, core hours, and you are at the end going to target to write a paper or doing a success story, here you have to share more details in terms of software, in terms of what is the science behind, okay? So there is no limit of core hours as long as it is justified and then approved by the committee. The committee is called RCIC, so you will see this extent. Also, for example, some of you have been added by your PIs and the date has expired. It's fine. So usually we grant the project proposal, the project for 1 year. And then if you have not finished your core hours, it's not lost. It's like in your bank account, you can keep them the core hour left. And then you can, just by sharing in a short email kind of publication or success story, then we can grant you up to an additional 1 year extension. Here is like the template of the project proposal. So you put the title, the PI, your director, or you as a faculty, you sign and the date. And here, this is like a new one is, for example, many of the project, not only at KAUST, but industrial are, or even at, if I recall, like our partner in academia at KUFPM or KU, they have, the project are funded by governmental or industrial agencies. So this will help us to accelerate the approval process. Then you have also here the name of the machine. So here today we talk about Shaheen, but you have also access, as Saber mentioned, about Nesser, and also IBEX. You have here the details about the computing power, and so you can look at it. You put the name of the PI, the additional user, and here like you have the next 2 pages where you share the details, the scientific. So what is the scientific merit? What is like kind of the background of the project? So it's like you are writing, you have a draft of your paper in, let's say, in format of a draft paper where you do the introduction and motivation, and you kind of share what will be the methodology, okay? After that, you share the name of the application or code. So it can be your in-house code that you wrote. It can be like some library you are using, or just a compiler and your code that you wrote. Okay, so this will help us to see like if the code has been installed, we can install it on Shaheen. I give you the example. If it is a code that is a binary that run on Windows, it will be very difficult to run on Shaheen. So you need like either like a binary that is on Linux that we can eventually port it, or you have a C, Fortran, or C++ code, or even in Java, so we can help you to port it. If you have already, like for some code that run at hundreds of nodes, so we can share like how it is scaling. And then this is like one of the most important is how many core hours you need. So over here, I just give an example. I'm using, let's say, XYZ software, and I need to run like 500 times because I have, I'm doing like a sweep parameter. And usually my code can run for 24 hours using 10 nodes. By the way, on Shaheen, as Saber mentioned, we have 32 cores and it's all exclusive. You don't share the node, it's only you. And so this is how, for example, when you write your project proposal, you put like 3.8 million core hours. Okay, then there are like a few details, except for people like if you are looking for more than 80 terabyte of data, then you need to answer some question because there is kind of quota, and you will see about the storage. Okay. Then you have, if you need like more help in case of consultancy, like as Saber mentioned, that we have expertise in helping you in porting some codes, in helping you to do like some algorithm development. So this need like more like approval, and so there is more interaction. Last but not least, like for some long project, we advise you to share the name of potential reviewer that can review your project proposal. And also the people who cannot review, because it can be like conflict of interest, okay? And so the potential review can be only faculties. It can be from KAUST, but anywhere in the world also. And it should be, of course, expert in the field of science that you are doing. I will go quickly with the process. So basically, you submit the project proposal, then we review it if the software can be run on Shaheen, and if there is no impact on the execution, then there is a scientific review by the committee, and then the committee decide for the final. Usually for this big project, it's in roughly about 1 month, on average. It's between 2 weeks to 1 month, okay? So here are the, as a summary, like here are the guidance, justify the resource requirement, review with your PI. So you can, if you're a student or PhD, you can start writing, but make sure that your PI is reviewing it, okay? So feel free to contact us. So we can help you in improving, and so you can get at the end a positive feedback by the committee and the reviewer. And last but not least, please don't forget when you submit a paper or you have a success story to acknowledge the usage of KAUST Supercomputing. So you can put this just this sentence, and that will be more than enough. Okay, so thank you very much. And now I will leave the floor to my colleague, Samuel Cortas,